everyone, it's Amin here, and today I'm doing a very exciting video. I'm going to be sharing some tips and tricks for working from home and doing school online. So personally, I have been a student for a very long time. I'm doing my master's at the moment, and I've also had my fair share of online classes during undergrad and also had to experience my entire semester going completely online last semester as well. So today I wanted to share some of those tips that I found really helpful for doing school online or even working from home. And I'm hoping to make this a student tips series on my channel, but if you have any ideas on how to name that series, let me know down below. And if you have any other ideas or suggestions on what kind of videos you'd like to see as part of that series, let me know below as well. So just to get started, I have a list of tips here that I'm going to be sharing with everyone. And I just want to start off by saying I hope everyone is taking care of themselves and you're in a safe space, because a lot of these tips are ways to enhance your learning experience. But honestly, if you are not comfortable or safe in the space that you're in, or even healthy, that is the most important, and it can really take away from even any energy you want to put towards work or school. So I really hope all of you guys are doing well in that sense. So just to get started, my first tip is to have a routine. So I know working from home or studying from home is very different than being at school because you don't actually have to commute anywhere. And for me, I found it very difficult to keep track of my day, and I got really lazy. So what I've been trying to do is wake up at the same time every day, or at least wake up at the time that I would have woken up if I was actually commuting to school. So for me, my typical morning routine, I will link that here, is what I would do on a regular day anyways. But if I do have classes online, I'll still try to wake up that hour before that I would have if I had to commute to school. The next tip I have is to change out of your pajamas. I am all for comfort. I love sweatpants, I love leggings, but something about wearing your pajamas when you're doing school online, whether that's doing live classes online or even just watching recordings, it just puts you in such a different mood, and it really helps to differentiate your sleeping time versus working time. So I have a bunch of pants that are comfortable but not pajamas. So like I mentioned, you can wear leggings, you can wear sweatpants, you can wear flowy pants, you can wear bike shorts. Anything that you wouldn't regularly wear to sleep is what I would truly recommend. And on top of that, if you have any meetings where you need to show the top part of your body, obviously changing your shirt out of your PJ shirt is a good idea, but it also helps put you in that mindset once you're doing your morning routine to change into fresh clothes, so that you feel like you're actually doing something different than laying around in bed all day. Which leads to the third tip. The third tip is to have a designated workspace. Now I know all of us might not have an extra room in the house or space in the living room to set up your computer or anything like that. And I'm in the same situation. I sleep in the same room that I study in, and that can be sometimes difficult. But what I've learned is even just having a desk or a table to do my schoolwork on versus doing it on my bed has really made a difference. Number one, this helps for any back pain, because I personally have really bad posture, and when I'm sitting on my bed, even with a lap desk, I hunch over a lot and it starts to hurt. So sitting at a desk with a chair is really, really helpful in that sense, but also because you know that today I'm going to do schoolwork, so your mind knows it's time to go at the desk and you're more productive that way. I have always been really bad at napping, and when I'm doing work in my bed, I get really lazy and just end up taking a nap instead. So it's really important to have that space that's just designated for work or school. Even if it's literally on the other side of the room, 3 steps away, it can make a really big difference. The next tip has to do with planning and organizing your day. So this can look very different for a lot of people. I am personally an over planner, so I like to put everything in my calendar, literally hour by hour. I don't always follow that, but it helps to organize my mind in a way. So some people like to make to-do lists, that can be helpful. Some people like to use different templates for planners, or even writing things out physically on a planner, that can help. But have some kind of guideline to what your day is going to look like. It's really hard when all the recordings are available to you online to access at any time, because that's when you can start to fall behind. So if you have a plan for the day or even for the week, every Sunday, every Monday, you want to make a plan, that can really help keep you on track, because one of the most difficult parts about online learning is just being able to be accountable and being able to keep up with all the work, because no one is there to track your attendance or to make sure that you're doing your assignments on time. Similar to that is tip number 5, which is to plan your breaks. Sitting at your desk all day can be really exhausting, and for me personally, I even had to schedule in my fun time on my calendar. So that fun time can be whatever you want. It can be watching TV, it can be going for a walk, it can be having a phone call with a friend, any of those distance activities, depending on where you're living, of course. It can be really helpful to even put that as part of your schedule, so you know that you will have a time to unwind after you're done all your schoolwork, because it's important to try to replicate a typical day as closely as you can. And then the last tip, of course, depends on where you're located and what the temperature is, but I would really recommend going outside as much as you can. I'm lucky enough at my house to have a deck area outside that has a table and chair, so sometimes I would actually go and sit outside and do some of my online classes there, or even just do some readings out there. And I know it's not possible for everyone to do that, but even if it's going on a walk and doing your readings or listening to a podcast, or anything that you can do school-wise outside makes it a lot better. If I'm being honest, being stuck at home is really draining, and we all need sunlight, we all need vitamin D. So if you can and the weather is good, I would recommend going outside to do some of your coursework, some of your homework even. And I know sometimes I personally really like going to libraries and cafes, and those aren't always open anymore. So even just going to a park and having your own picnic, doing your readings, anything like that, hotspot yourself if you need to use your laptop, but just breathing in fresh air really makes a difference. So those are the 6 tips that I have from working from home or doing online school from home. We are all in a really difficult time, and there has been a lot of change in these past few months, but hopefully we are all acclimating well to that now that we're starting a new school year. And I hope everyone the best of luck in this school year, and let me know down below what other ideas you want for this series on my channel, and I hope you all stay well. Thanks for watching.